Hey guys, Calmir here once again, and today we're going to be playing Skyrim. That was an FOV 95 that changes the field of view, gives me kind of a fisheye lens type of look. I like putting my nose on the screen, gives me a great virtual reality kind of feel. I love this dragon, he looks so cool up there. Alright, so I hope you know what's going to happen because I'm going to be talking over it. That's what commentaries do, so let's go on. So what I'm going to do is try and do a cinematic playthrough, kind of cut out all the boring grinding parts like crafting, sneaking around a lot, because even though this is a thief playthrough, it's going to be boring to watch. So it's going to be in the fashion of trying to tell a story. I don't know if you read the backstory, but I'm basically a wood elf who was kind of caught up in all this, obviously, and the Nord with the dark, creepy eyes kind of rode past, and that's where I got caught up at. Now, I know Skyrim's been done a lot, and
finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us, and that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. They hadn't been looking
So,
for you.
as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing this on Skyrim, and I know Skyrim's been done a lot, but this is to be kind of a practice on YouTube. I'm getting used to talking to myself again. It's actually kind of weird. I'm not used to it anymore.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue.
Ulfric. Just FYI, I never realized who that was for like years of playing Skyrim because I never got through the game that far. Like I never played the Civil War.
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord.
So, as far as the commentary portions, I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do that. One idea is that I can kind of just put in tidbits and information that I know about Skyrim. For example, right here, I don't know if you can see it on YouTube, but above the signpost right there, that's Bleak Falls Barrows, or I believe it is.
Please help me.
I've never actually done a run from this point to that point to check it. Another thing, for example, the Thalmor here.
And it looks like the Thalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had
So,
something to do with this.
Spoiler alert. Mute it for a few seconds if you don't want to hear this. But the Thalmor prefer the war, so they're probably here to save York. And you can read that during one of the missions out of a book. So information like that would be stuff that I would share over the commentaries. For example, I think one of the reasons I never realized who Ulfric was because they kind of fill you full of information, like right here on this first carriage ride. They mention Rorikstead, they mention who Ulfric is. They say that this is Helgen, and like they kind of fill you with all this information, and if you're not familiar with the lore, or even if you are, you kind of are already just like, okay, all this information, I'm going to stop paying attention. And so I think because of that, I just never realized who he was.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait, we're not rebels.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when you call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their
This is like my third or fourth run of this because that horse in the background kept bugging out, and he would be standing. He'd be standing right there in front of Hadvar.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Oh, come on, that was just an arrow to the knee.
You there.
Haha, old joke. Again, I keep forgetting how old Skyrim is, so you're going to have to forgive me if I say stupid stuff like that you've already heard 1,000 times. Now, unfortunately, you're going to have to sit here and watch me create a character. I did not edit this for you, so suck it up. I do like this name, K.E.L.P YouTuber.
Not many wood elves would choose to come alone to Skyrim. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure he remains returned to Valenwood. Follow the captain, prisoner.
So, during this execution scene, I do want to kind of bring up, I do apologize, it's been so long since I put out a video, almost a year now. It didn't quite happen the way I expected. It is one of those things, I do need this to be a hobby, and so I'm looking for ways to try and do this as easily as possible. This was just a quick 10-minute video that I was able to record. Sorry, I'm tapping on a notebook right on the microphone. But as I was saying, I want this to kind of be easy and something I can just put out, something entertaining. I do understand if this is not everyone's thing, but it's just something to kind of do in my spare time, something fun, a little hobby.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
I love the irony about everything with this guy.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
And even that line to me sounds ironic because of the fact that if he wasn't so impatient, then the dragon could have arrived and saved him. So if his ancestors are smiling at him, it's because they're laughing.
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Wood Elf.
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
Also during this scene, I feel I should mention that I do fully intend on planning to use cheats or mods. The playthrough will be on Adept or Expert, not Legendary. This is for cinematic viewing. It is not to show off my play skills. Again, if there's anything interesting that happens, I'll include that. But for the most part, it's just going to be the story recorded in a movie type viewing as best I can. Alright, so I also want to mention here, you're going to see me sneaking a lot. And for example here, I'm kind of role-playing as though I didn't follow him, I just started running for a house, but this is actually to build up my sneak. I am playing a Bosmer, I'm going to be working on those skills, so this is my attempt in order to keep it cinematic, but still using this beginning area to up my skills.
Jarl, what is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
We need to move, now! Up through the tower, let's go!
This little part here is another, I had so many clips with this. The dragon's head busting through, but the rock's not breaking. I've had him walk through, roll off, yeah.
Jump through the roof and keep going. Go! We'll follow when we can.
Another little tidbit would be, in this inn, would be these mead bottles. And if you come back to Helgen afterwards, you can loot those, and it is the mead that he was talking about when you were on the carriage ride.
You're doing great. Toro! Make me God! Everyone get back!
I know I used to go in and outdoors a lot in my other games, but this was again intentional for the sneak.
God's guide you, Hadvar.
I did try and keep an eye on the dragon. anyone who hasn't seen it, which I don't know who that would be at this point,
Stay close to the wall.
can try and get a good look at them.
Quickly, follow me.
And the reason for this walkthrough, or playthrough, or however you want to call it, is to cut those boring parts out, is because I talked to my daughter, and she watches a lot of YouTube gamers, and one of her biggest complaints is the grinding parts. Like, she always wants to skip through it, but she doesn't know how far to skip through because she doesn't know where the good parts are, and so she, you know, kind of just has to sit there and watch someone else playing a game. So I figured if she wants to see Skyrim, this way she can kind of watch it as a cinematic movie, something she'd be more interested in.
Into the keep. With me, prisoner. Let's go.
The idea here was, he said that they can all go to Sovngarde then, and that was insulting, so I turned. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoy this. I really do hope this goes really well and as I expect. If you do like it, please definitely give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I did go through a lot of the mods here. Feel free to pause for that. And again guys, I hope to see you in the future.